Yeah, Jake, let's bring the map here and put together the geography of this attack. I'm standing down here near the Eiffel Tower. You see the U.S. Embassy along the way, and then the address we're talking about is down at the other end there. And let's zoom in a little bit closer to take a look at these buildings. The indication is that at about 11:30, that's when this car came from the east up the street to the front of this building. And you see the red dot that we put on the building right there? That's where these workers were who were encountered by the gunman who asked them, where exactly is this office? They were told that it was on the second floor of this building. One of the workers was then shot, and the gunman went inside where they had their first encounter with police, actually, an officer in the room who was killed. Then, when they came back out, they came out with their guns firing. See the little yellow dot we put on here? That yellow dot indicates where the camera was that shot this video, somebody on a rooftop. So you get a sense of where they were pointing down the street, and you can see the gunmen coming out with their guns blazing down on that corner down there. Now, they turn and they start heading up this street, and as they head up this street, another camera picks them up. This is the other view that you've been seeing all day. They're pointed the exact opposite direction of the first camera, and this one captures this view, the standoff with police officers, where they simply stop in the middle of the street. The two gunmen get out on either side and start shooting at that police car that is blocking their way. We've talked a lot about the precision and the discipline of these gunmen. There are 15 to 16 shots put by these people down here into the middle of the windshield of that police officer. No one was hurt in this exchange, but this is the second time they've encountered police, and once again, they get past them. Third time is a bicycle officer that they encounter very shortly after this, and then we rotate around. Take a look at that big green swath through the middle there. You see that huge piece of boulevard running right through there? That is where they finally have their last encounter with a police officer in all of this. That yellow spot right there. You see, not very far at all from where it all began, and that is where this video was shot, the terrible video of the officer on foot who is attacked by the two men who get out of the car. They essentially stalk him and they kill him on the sidewalk here. Then, Jake, they finally get back in the car. They take off again. They're headed toward the north and slightly to the west after this shooting is done. And they actually go a fair distance. If you look back at the map here, the distance that they're going to cover after that takes them about what would normally be a 12-minute drive away from that spot where it all began. You look at the red spot there, they ended up way up in here, about 12 minutes away before they crashed their car, then try to drive a little bit more, can't, hijack another car, and then they disappear. So an awful lot of activity in a limited space and 4 separate encounters with police each time the gunmen shot their way through.